So what's going on, everybody? It's Carlos here once again from Premier Reviewer, and I got some cases from Verus, and they kind enough to send this for me, and these cases go with the Note 4. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So they sent me these three cases. You have the Iron Shield, which is this one. You have the Thor, which is this one. And then the Damda, whatever, probably really not pronouncing that right. And it's this one. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to show you what each one of them looks like with the actual case on it. And we'll get to the ugliest one first. No offense, I'm not a fan of this one, especially with it being this gold color, but this is a unique case nonetheless. This case right here, if you slide this right off, you can put a few credit cards in here. You can put some, maybe even some cash in there, and that is a nice feature. Again, if you're looking at this case, this is a really neat feature. I myself aesthetically cannot look at this case. So let me just put this on, and it's you saw how easy that was to put on. Really smooth fitting. You have your cutouts, you have your S Pen cutout, you have your mic cutouts, you got your charging port, easily accessed. Now the button for the power, it's tactile enough for me. Same thing with the directional buttons up and down. Then you have your cutout for your mic, canceling mic, your IR blaster, and your 3.5mm headphone jack. And that's pretty much it with this case. You obviously have a nice wide cutout for your camera. You still have access to the actual heart reader, finger monitor, the heart reader itself. It gives you some good grip, but it does add some bulk, which I'm not a fan of. So here is the Thor case. Let's take out this fake cover, and we'll just slide this one right in. Doesn't matter if you go up or down, doesn't matter either or. But I actually like the way this one feels. Not so much of the actual design, even though it's a nice design. It has kind of a curved edges, so that when you hold it, it really does feel nice in your hand holding this. But the design itself, I'm really a fan of. I do like this kind of leathery, which is not, because this is has more of a little bit of a rubbery feel. But the back itself is unique. It has a nice texture to it. The design overall, I'm a fan of. Same thing here. You have your cutout for your 3.5mm headphone jack. You have the same thing with the canceling microphone and your IR blaster. The buttons, now these buttons seem to be really responsive. You probably can't hear that, but it just really seems quite responsive to the phone. It adds some, it's actually very lightweight. The other one had made the phone actually feel a little bit heavier than it really was. But overall, it's a nice phone. You see you have your cutouts here. Same thing, you got your speaker cutout. And that's it. Let's just move on to the next one right now and pop this one. Now this one, out of all three, is actually my favorite. And this is a two-part, as you see. So let's just put this on. Actually, it's recommended, even though you see it comes in two parts, it's recommended that you actually put it in as one whole. So either way, it feels good. So the recommended way to put it on is with the actual case all at once. Don't try to do it separate. You could just slide it from the bottom like you see me here, and just kind of, you know, and you'll hear it clicking. Now see, I really dig this case. actual Iron Shield logo right there. The buttons I like. They don't feel, at least for the power button, it doesn't feel as tactile, but so that might be a little bit of down arrow. Now, your up and down arrows seem to be quite fine, very tactile there, and they don't stick out too much. So if you wanted to simply do that, which I have problem with some of these cases, like I said, I have one that's from another company and looks exactly like this. And you can look, I'll actually leave that down in the description of that case as well. But I'm a fan of being able to do this because this is portrait mode, and with the Note 4, as big as the screen is, you might as well utilize the functionality of portrait mode, especially if you're catching some Netflix or even watching some YouTube on this. It makes sense to have that there. I don't know why that turned on, but yeah, that's pretty much it. These are 3 really cool cases. I'm a fan of this one the most. Just now, the funny thing is, out of all of these, this one feels heaviest, obviously because of this material right here, but overall it does give you, this one feels a little bit more well built, a little bit more constructed. I mean, everything, it's the camera, I mean everything, this whole design right here, I'm a big huge fan of. So these are the 3 cases from Verus. You have the 3 cases that they sent me, which I'm happy and I'm thankful for them to send it. But you know, I might just do a giveaway, and I don't know, maybe I'll give one of these away on Twitter, or both, or maybe all 3. I appreciate what they sent to me, and I definitely will love to pass that forward to maybe you guys. So, and like I always say, guys, until next time, I will see you around.